Hi Jen. Today I want to convince you to donate your hair to a company called Wigs for Kids. I want to tell you what Wigs for Kids is, why you should donate to them specifically, what you do need, what you don't need, and why it's a rewarding and worthwhile experience. Wigs for Kids is a nonprofit organization that creates human hair wigs for children undergoing chemotherapy or with diseases such as alopecia that leave them with significant or complete hair loss. This sounds a lot like another company called Locks of Love. The difference is that Locks of Love charges family on a sliding scale based on the family's income for the wigs that they create. Wigs for Kids manages to do the same service completely free of charge. Obviously they have the monetary and time management backing in order to do this, and what they are clearly in need of is the hair to continue the production. So I'm going to tell you what you do need in order to provide them with that hair. Dry shampoo. I use dry shampoo about 3 times a week. Dry shampoo is basically baby powder, and you spritz it in your hair and it absorbs all the oils, leaving your hair volumized and soft and nice to touch. It's significantly healthier than using shampoo, but I'll get to that. You might need this. It's heat protectant if you decide to use any heat products at any time, just to make sure that your hair stays healthy for its next owner. Lastly, ruler to measure your hair growth. Mine has stencils on it so I can learn my letters. I have about 8 donatable inches right now. I plan to donate 12 about this time next year. I'll need a trim. I haven't had a trim since the last time I donated 17 months ago. So now I want to tell you what you do not need. Hairspray. You don't need it. I don't need it. I can't remember the last time I used it. It has things in it that are notoriously bad for your hair, all those chemicals, and it makes your hair clumpy and dried together and sticky, and you need to work really hard with a brush to get it out, and you need to use more products, such as these, to do that. Even though these say things like moisture renewing and they have vitamins, they're still bad for your hair. They still, you still have to manipulate it around too much, and you risk breaking your hair, and you weaken it with the chemicals that you put in it. More things you don't need. You don't need one of these. I usually hide mine from myself, so I'm not even tempted to use it. It's really just extra heat and damage that your hair doesn't need. My hair is about twice thicker than average, and it's very long, and I don't need it. If I don't need it, no one needs it. This is a big culprit right here. This, along with curling irons and curling brushes, are even worse than the blow dryers because the heat is more intense because of the direct contact, as well as the actual physical manipulation and the opportunity to really tear out that hair. Also, this is unsanitary. If you use products like this first, or if you are going to use this, I guess you really have to use this first, then those oils and all those chemicals get stuck here and are stuck there next time you use them. Makes your hair dirtier faster, which means you have to wash it again sooner, which means that you are left in a vicious cycle of washing and blow drying your hair much more frequently than you need to. The last thing that you really don't need, and I'm sorry I don't have a prop for it, is hair dye. I don't know if your hair is the natural color that I see 3 times a week, but whatever your natural hair color is, I'm sure that it's beautiful and would be greatly appreciated by any child who doesn't have any hair at all. Lastly, I want to move into why this is a rewarding experience. I kind of think of donating my hair as, donating to the Salvation Army. People who really need these things, who, where else are they going to get this? Somewhere where they can afford it, And for a lot of people, there are no other options. And of course that also means that, when you donate to Salvation Army, you only donate things that are gently used. Same goes for your hair, and that's why it's important to really take care of it like this. But when you take care of your hair like this, it does become very valuable to you, and when you do donate your hair, it will become even more valuable to somebody else. And for me, I know that playing with my hair, learning to braid my hair, were just really important parts of my development, and I can't imagine denying somebody else the same experience when I could so easily just grow it out and chop it off. And I plan to do that as long as I can. I hope that this has convinced you that it's really a very worthwhile cause, and something we should bring more attention to, particularly since so many donations are needed to make a single wig. I hope that you'll check it out on the web and do your own research and maybe decide to grow out, take care of, and donate your own hair in this way. Thanks for your time.